Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. I'm very excited for this set and disappointed in it at the exact same time. This is another one of those really expensive for no apparent reason sets from Marvel. And I know every video that I kind of bash Marvel with a little bit, I always get the, well, you know, you got a cool minifigure with. And I'm not disagreeing, like the Red Hulk, excuse me, the Red Hulk video. There was at least one or two comments that was saying that, like, the price was justified because the figure is, you know, unique and will probably go up eventually. I understand that. And I completely agree. So I'm not, like, bashing the comment section at all. I'm just saying that, like, in terms of a lot of people's opinions, you know, the first thing you look at with these sets, like this one, why is this set $50, is a reasonable debate, in my opinion. Mainly because it's a police vehicle, a mini facade, and then 4 minifigures. Now, 2 of them are definitely going to be the sought-after ones here, which in my opinion are Officer Jefferson and the Spot. The Spot is going to be the main reason that people buy this set. Officer Jefferson is a great minifigure, but, you know, a Spider-Man villain I think goes a little bit more of a farther way with that. Now, this is, of course, from Across the Spiderverse, a fantastic movie, and I would really like to see more sets from this lineup. Now, the main reason, like, that, again, I'm not going to say this one is as controversial as, like, the Marvel set, the Endgame Final Battle, which just didn't look good. Same thing with the Age of Ultron display. Like, some of these Marvel sets, you know, have that price debate or the quality. This one I can relatively get behind, just because at least there's a little bit more of a play feature. Like, you know, the ATM for me is going to be useful. I can work that in to the city. The main reason I bought this set was not because of Spot or the really cool police car that I'm going to actually add lights to, because I like how the lights are done here. It's for this. And now this will be part 1 of a different build. I'm going to build this straight up today. I'm going to review it, talk about the minifigures, and if I thought the build merited the $50 price tag. And again, always subjective, but, you know, from the looks of this, probably not. Like, it's okay. If it goes on sale, more of a recommendation, but as it stands, you know, you really have to either want the minifigure or you're going to be doing what I'm doing. So, Brick Artisan on Rebrickable. And, again, great guy. I will have his link in the description below, probably for this set right away. If not, at least the next portion of this. Has built an entire apartment building with this deli area as the lower apartment. And that's perfect. I think Bodega, I believe, is what it's actually called. And there's an entire system of friend sets that stacks on top of this, all of which you're going to need, obviously, more custom pieces for, and quite a plenty for this one. But when I've been doing a lot of my customization recently, in the background, that construction set, I told you there was something pretty solid going there. There's going to be the park, and then there's going to be this. So I'm going to be building this set straight up. Then I'm going to most likely be starting the park, and then starting the apartment building. So, just in a loose term of events, if you're looking to buy this set, but you don't really know what to do with it, definitely check out the link to his instructions. Check him out on Instagram, all that good stuff. It is a really cool piece, and I'm really excited. But I don't want to take away too much from this set as a whole. I'm just saying, if you're like me and wanted to buy this and said, you know, I don't really have a need for this, there you go. Maybe you have a better need. And it's not the most expensive project in the world. Like, it's not the cheapest or the most expensive. It's kind of like the in the middle. Obviously $50 for this. For the parts, I would have to double check, and I'll talk about that more. In the part 1 video was at least like $50 or $60, but it is going to be the start of a really, really cool LEGO building experience for the city, and it's going to be essentially a small little tower of apartments, and I think that's going to be really, really cool. And it's definitely what I've been looking for. Like, in that little corner, it'll look perfect. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another LEGO build. Definitely make sure to check out this set, though. If it does go on clearance, it is a really solid one, in my opinion. And I think this one is going to be prime for sales eventually, just because, as far as I've been able to see in person, sales-wise and reviews are really low for this product. So maybe you guys can get lucky out there. I mainly wanted it for this custom project. And, you know, for Officer Jefferson and Spot, I have Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen. already on my wall, so these two will most likely be going in the Marvel display. But hey, at least we get another police car, and I do plan on trying to do my first, like, more active approach where I want the blinking red and blue lights on the car. I think that's going to be really cool. So I'm essentially going to get a minimum of 3 videos out of this set. So for me, it's kind of perfect. So I love part of this set, not necessarily the price tag, but it is what it is. It's not, I don't think, as egregious as the Red Hulk set or some of the other Marvel sets out there right now. But, you know, it is subjective, of course. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have picked this set up or if you're interested in doing a custom build with it. Now let's get started in the build, folks. Alright everybody, so here's the final build. This also marks my 3rd build today since I'm homesick with the flu, so I will try and be as energetic as I can for this review. It has been a long past few days, but it's also a really great time to get caught up on a lot of my backlog and a lot of the builds I've been struggling to get done over the past few weeks or so, so that's definitely, you know, a little silver lining in a dark week for me. But overall, this build, I feel, and I said I wanted to kind of wait until the end of the build until I said, like, if it was entirely worth it or not. Minifigure-wise, yes, I'm happy with all 4. I think the police vehicle is really nice compared to some other models. It definitely stands out. However, the deli is super tiny. I mean, you have some really cool details, like some popcorn and some soda, some webbing details that you can actually add on, and you know, you have a couple of pieces like this that you can actually attach to the minifigures where Spot would be coming through. You have the ATM, little game over counter here, a couple security cameras, special offer. So, like, the detail is solid for a small build, but other than that, like, it's nice sticker work, and that's pretty much it. The building itself, yes, some nice details, cool sticker work. It's a good concept, and I think it should be utilized in, like, a future modular building, because I really think like having more of a realistic city building would be nice. Not that the modular buildings aren't beautiful, but if you go to an actual city like New York City, they're not really, you know, representative of the kind of, you know, lovely city that New York can be. And I think this is much more of a realistic feel rather than, you know, the Tudor corner building. And obviously, you know, it depends on what part of the world you're from and what city and stuff like that. But I would definitely like more of a realistic theme in some of the modular buildings like this than, you know, like the Tudor building. And again, Tudor building is one of my favorite modulars of all time. But it's not something you're typically going to go to New York City or Boston to see and stuff like that. So overall, it's a neat little building. I love the little ice container outside. I think that that's really, really cool. That is a super, super neat little addition. We have the air conditioner. Like, the details are solid. It's just in a $50 set. I would have liked something a little bit more, and I'd be a lot more disappointed if I wasn't going to be doing a custom build with it. In terms of the police car, I do really like the color scheme. The white with the light blue is definitely a nice juxtaposition compared to like the dark blue and the black and the white that you normally see with police cars in the Lego City theme, so I think they did a really nice job there. I will still try and actually put some lights in this eventually. I'll just have to try to figure out where that's going to all fit in with my scheduling here. In terms of these guys, you can obviously keep Miles and Spider-Gwen with or without their helmets on. I took them off just because I already have one of each with their masks on, but if you are interested, they do come with both. Spot, obviously the minifigure highlight for most people here since he is exclusive overall to the set. Really nice looking figure. He looks fantastic. I think they did a super nice job with him. Not so much, like, you couldn't do a ton more details, so I think they actually did a really nice job. If you do like a horror display, I think he could be like a cool horror character with that face as well. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do something with that next Halloween season. Then we have Officer Jefferson, again, a really nice looking minifigure here. I love the gold glasses. I think it overall is a really, really nice figure. Really nice vest. You can see kind of in the light there, like the badge reflects a little bit. Same thing with the back. It's overall just a different looking police uniform that you're used to seeing. So I like that they're kind of just shaking it up and doing something a little bit different. Again, you know, in theme to the movie. However, I do like seeing some different colorations and stuff throughout the city as well. And then last but not least, we have Spider-Gwen. My cat decided to get a cat hair on it way up here. She's giving me the look now. Again, you can use either her blonde hair piece or you can use her actual helmet and hood. The only lazy part of this set was the webbing detail. Like, really? that's what you got. You got that little bit, a little lame. If you're looking for the other two pieces, of course, oh, there goes the head. You know what it looks like by now, but you can attach the hood right over the top of it. So overall, I mean, I do like the set. However, is it worth the $50 price tag? In my opinion, no. And obviously, every set's going to be worth a different amount of money depending on your collector status or, what your priorities are and stuff like that. So I'll never say whether or not you should or should not buy a set. There, I tracked down the little head. However, I do think this one would be worth waiting for a sale for, or double points, or trying to reach some sort of purchase threshold at lego.com, something like that. But overall, it's not a bad set, but I definitely think it's lacking. And again, it's another Marvel set that you're paying for the minifigures more than you are the value of the set. And, everyone has their own opinion on that, and you're entitled to do so. I'm going to really quick throw this in over there, and then I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so the deli is officially in. It looks like the construction site's building the deli/apartment building, so I'm very happy with how that looks. Obviously, there's loose wires and stuff everywhere just from all the rewiring, some remodeling that I'm doing. I'm redoing a bunch of, my computer setup, so it's just a whole lot of moving stuff right now. However, we're slowly getting there. Obviously, the new police vehicle, or police cruiser, I guess would be the more appropriate name, is sitting over here. Took out a construction guy on my way in. That whole lamppost has to be redone. I have to rewire the other one, but I'm waiting for that little, corner piece to actually be done. I have to Mills plate that over there. I have so much to do in the Lego City and not enough time to do any of it. But that is going to do it for this build, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you found it fun or helpful. Let me know what you're currently building in the comment section below. And last but not least, if you guys are interested in checking out any of these Lego lighting kits, head to my affiliate link in the description below so you guys can help support the channel and save you guys some money while you're currently at it. And I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody.